Welcome back to the Hytale podcast. How has everyone been? It's been quite a hiatus for Hytale, for the Hytale podcast, and I got bad news for you guys. We're gonna have to wait some longer.
Yeah, it's been dead. It's been drier than the Sahara Desert in terms of Hightail news wise. We wanted to record. We really wanted to record a podcast, but there's absolutely nothing to record a podcast on right now except viewer questions, which we always love. So keep sending them in. But
Yeah, I got a lot of replies on my tweet. So we'll go through all of those.
Right.
And then we'll call it. There's a lot to go through, so don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
We are talking about what you guys want to talk about. Unfortunately, we're not talking about what we're wanting to talk about because we want to talk about Hytale news.
We do.
We want to talk about
beta.
John Hendricks tweets. We want to talk about blog posts.
Oh yeah.
Those have not come out.
We've gotten nothing. In fact, the last job posting was January 13th. By the way, Hugo, you got to update your copyright, buddy. It still says 2023 on the Hytale tracker, so in case he's watching this. But yeah, it's been over a month and a half since anything happened Hytale wise, so we're cooking right now, right?
It's interesting.
Yes, you put out a video though, which did pretty good, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. So the English scene for Hytale is just, it is so dead. There has not been an English Hytale video in like 2 months, and I think the last one was either Connor or us with a podcast. I think it was Connor.
Hey, I'm working on
Connor like a month ago.
I'm working on a video. It's completely different than what I normally do on the channel, but it's gonna be fun. So get ready for that. It should be fun. Probably come out sometime this month.
But yeah, I did a 2025 Hytale predictions bingo, and we'll see if any of the bingos hit for this year. Also working on getting that dubbed in German. That should be up within a few days.
Nice.
But apart from that, I mean, the English scene is so dead. Spanish scene and I think Portuguese, I can't really ever tell the difference. But they're always spamming videos. I don't know what they're talking about.
They got info. Who knows? I don't know. I don't understand any of the languages.
If any of our Spanish viewers are watching this and also watch the Spanish Hytale side, what the hell are they talking about?
There's like nothing to talk about. I do not understand. Maybe I'll get someone who speaks Portuguese to try to translate what they're talking about, but right now,
what I usually do is I look up Hytale on YouTube and then I do filter by upload date, and I scroll down and it's Spanish, and there's so many Spanish. The occasional Russian video.
Yes, they are there occasionally. If I were to go,
it's all Spanish.
Filter within the last week, we have you, a short from you, another short from you. Wow, there's like totally. What's this channel? Academia Orbis Hytale in Spanish.
It's all Spanish. It's all Spanish. Don't worry. I check this every few weeks. It's always just Spanish. So if any Spanish viewers are watching, what are you guys making videos on? I'm so curious.
We could just ask Hugo, but we could. But
well, yeah, Hugo. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
So, viewer question. The first one is not even a Hytale question. It's, what's your favorite movie from TT?
Me. Shoot. There's a lot of good movies out there. If we're talking
about movies, unfortunately not coming out. The Minecraft movie's coming out, I think, next year, right?
And, is it next year? No, it's this year, is it not?
It's this year? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, then it's this year. I saw apparently the Piglin guy is called Commander Chungus. That's real.
Really? Like the big Chungus?
That is real. The big Piglin.
No way.
Is called Commander Chungus. That's a fact. You can look it up.
That's hilarious. I saw it like a poster for today, but I thought that was just fan art. I guess that was actually real.
That is real.
I guess that's real.
That is real.
Nice.
Unfortunately.
So if we're gonna go comedy wise, my favorite comedy movie is Benchwarmers. It's a baseball movie. Look it up. It's really funny. Overall. Oh, there's so many.
Favorite video game, baseball. Favorite show, baseball. Favorite movie, baseball.
Hey, if we want to talk about baseball,
I hate sports fans so much. My favorite movie, the Tetris movie. Discussion on the Capitol Hub from Panther.
I like the
Capital Hub.
Capitol. It's a big meeting place. You know,
It's
you love.
on my bingo card. I think the Capitol is something that we can definitely see this year because I'm still
Possibly.
super curious. How does the Capitol work? We actually talked about this on the round table, where I put up the question of like if it's just a way to get into like mini games or into the different modes,
Hmm.
what stops you from just using the compass or a main menu or just clicking on it instead of going through
But
in the
like,
capital?
but
And
you can
so
go through
what incentives
teleporters.
does the capital have?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of gonna be like a big
It's a community
hub. It's a
place,
hub. Like,
but also like
that's where you show off all of your cool cosmetics for other
if
players.
there's
You
like
can link
100
up.
people there and it's just 100 people, I've never, I mean, I'm hoping that they really do invent something new here, but in any sort of hub or lobby I've been in, I've never been like, let me interact with them, with the other people. I've always been like,
Right.
let me get to the place I'm going. And this could be a fault of mine. There might be people who interact with everyone and just like use the lobby as their main like entertainment, but I doubt
Ugh,
it's
not me.
very many.
That's not what I look for too. Like, I mean, I go from lobby to mini game to back to lobby to another mini game. I spend way more time in game than I do in lobbies. But like you said, if there's something revolutionary in this hub that will keep me just chatting with people or I don't know doing side quests or something, then I could see myself playing it. But if it's just hey join here, open box, get cosmetic like Hypixel, then yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're going to really reinvent the wheel on this.
Which
And I think,
if
yeah, like I
Hytale
said, I
can
think
do
it's
it, I think I mean if anybody could do it, I think Hytale would be able to do it. But it's just how are they going to do it?
And I think it's likely if they don't, if it's something they can show off without spoilers because they're afraid of showing the story mode because of spoilers and they want us to experience that first.
Hmm.
But as far as I know, the capital is not a main part of the story. So
Right.
the capital could be something they show off.
Unless you double click your Hytale launcher or whatever, and instead of just putting it single player, multiplayer, adventure, whatever, it just straight loads you into the capital first thing, and then you have to go from the capital to your adventure mode, to your multiplayer servers, to whatever else you're gonna do. Like, if it's like the essential first stop, you think that's a possibility?
Um, that'd be interesting choice not to bring you to a main menu first where you select
I agree.
single player, multiplayer, capital, or
I
something like
agree.
that.
I agree. But if they want to do something different, might as well maybe try that.
I I put the capital as a very high likelihood
Hmm.
of being shown off because of the fact that they do testing and have said they've done 100 people in the capital. They've done their external playtest in the cap with the
Right.
capital. So it's already ready for external playtests. So I'm very
So
confident that it's almost ready to show the public.
right, and how many players can this capital hold? Do you think at a maximum? Like, obviously, there's going to be multiple hundreds, if not thousands, of servers of the capital. You're not going to have all I don't know 22 million Hytale players on at the same time on the same server. That would just blow up. But yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see.
Probably 100 to 150, and that number sounds big. It also could sound small, but when you think of 100 actual players in the game
It's a
at
lot.
one time, it's a lot of people.
The
It's a
amount
lot
of
of
lag.
people.
The amount of lag. Imagine like over 1,000 people just in the capital at one time.
Well, I'm just thinking about like how big does the capital have to be for it to
That
not
too.
get overcrowded with
Right.
100 people?
Right, that's another big thing as well. Or maybe they just don't expect a lot of people to be in the capital at one time. I mean, if it's the
Maybe,
pathway, who knows? Who really knows?
maybe.
But that's
Capital
why we,
definitely on my list for 2025.
yeah, 100%.
Kenyan Rod or no, oh, sorry, I skipped you. Academia Orbis asks PvP abilities, will it be gear dependent or talents? We already know it's not talents. We know it's gear dependent. So for
Yeah.
example, the daggers have the dash or the jump up. The mace, the club thing has like the spin.
Hmm.
Swords have the whirlwind, the whirl. We saw that in the
They're like a
PvP
dash,
demo.
kind of a dash forward. Yeah, they can do
So yeah,
whatever.
it is. We get this question, I think, almost every other episode. There's not tech trees, there's no skill trees, there's no
No.
abilities to unlock in Hytale.
There's
It's
just
all gear dependent, and scaling of the game is gear dependent as well. There's no
right.
like, okay, you are now level 3, you are now level 12. You have a cobalt pickaxe, you are now a cobalt user. You know, that's how
That's not how that works.
that's how
It's just, oh, you found cobalt. You make
yeah,
a
you have
cobalt
a you have a
pickaxe.
cobalt pickaxe now. You
Yeah,
have a cobalt
exactly.
pickaxe.
Exactly.
So it's
But
dependent on what you have.
you did say it's going to be like gear scaling, right? I do wonder though how broad the levels will be in terms of the gear. So from like thorium to cobalt, or like I don't know, iron to gold or whatever. Like how big of a difference there will be. Like, you know, in Minecraft how gold armor is just complete crap compared to iron armor, which is crap compared to diamond armor. I do wonder though, in terms of like a multiplayer setting, how big the gap will be between each tier of equipment. I wonder if, you know, if you're just good at the game, you can actually beat somebody with max out stuff when you have like the lowest level stuff in the game.
Yeah, that's a good question of how many different tiers they have to be like, let's say, a cloth tunic or something like that
Right.
versus
Like a diamond chest
the
plate.
thorium chest plate, for example. Let's
Which,
say thorium's the highest.
yeah.
How big of a difference is that? Because in Minecraft, I think the scaling between the armors is really not that big of a difference if you
It's
jump
not.
from leather to gold to chainmail. I think is the same as iron or something
Yeah,
similar to that.
chainmail is very similar. But the thing is, like, gold, chainmail, and iron helmets all give you the exact same armor status. So it doesn't even matter, besides durability, which one you choose.
Is it just chestplate that really does the increase?
Chestplate and pants. Well, actually, chestplate, pants, and boots, I believe, are all different. But I know helmets are very similar. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
durability is a difference. And then you go to, like, obviously, netherite, and it's just way better than all of them. But I wonder.
Yeah, because we know there's going to be a lot of different types of tools. And we've seen different armor pieces too. I wonder if there's just many in the same tier and have different effects, which is what I'm leaning towards instead of just having
Yep.
everything be a different tier, 1 through 20 armor, and that's obviously a big difference, but rather be like 1 through 10, and then there's like 3 different 8 sets and 4 different
Right.
9 sets.
Right.
For example, I think that's going to be a better way to implement it. And then like
Yeah.
one of the 9 sets has better fire resistance, or the other one has whatever, thorns.
Yeah, like better in different scenarios, which would be really cool.
Yeah,
And
armor
that would
toughness,
also
whatever.
exactly, and that would make a whole other level to combat instead of just in Minecraft where you got your chest plate and your pants and you just want to get the best one possible. Instead of, maybe there's different weights to armors when you get better. Obviously, shielding armors will make you heavier, but you get the leather armor, for example, and you're just way faster. So
Yeah.
that could be cool.
Yeah, so that's my take about the
Yeah.
different gears. I would like to hear your guys' honest opinion about the state of the game at this point, realistic release date predictions and stuff like that.
Good
Just
question.
wanna
Good
take
question,
that.
Kenyon. I would like to hear your guys' honest opinion about the state of the game at this point. Right now, I'm guessing they're just developing the hell out of the game right now. They're not even talking at all about the game. They're not leaking anything. They're not even teasing anything at this point. So right now, I'm sure they're all hard at work. It's March now, guys. We're already in the third month of 2020. What year is it? 2025.
We've
we
heard
haven't
about
nothing.
this much.
I mean, we're almost a quarter. We're just starting like a quarter done the year right now, and we've heard absolutely nothing from Hytale. And this March is kind of when I was predicting maybe April as well, when we'd be getting like something at least, like maybe a teaser
Yeah,
or a blog.
March was the first month for me where I was like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe we'll hear something from them in March.
Exactly. At this rate, probably not. I guess maybe now April, May is looking a little better. But who knows? They could just ramp it up as fast as they possibly can and then start teasing stuff. We know in the middle of the year they're going to be doing their play tests or something like that. So that could be interesting. I'm sure we'll get some news then. Something will leak out 100%. So
Considering they aren't afraid to show off the new engine now, I think it's a little more likely that we'll see something in Q1 of 2025, and then they start
we're
slowly
running out of
ramping
time.
up.
We're running out of time though.
Running out of time. That's right.
But
We
they are
have this
usually
month
late.
left.
They are usually fashionably late. Whenever we have a prediction or they say they're going to do something, it's always like right at the end of when they say they're going to do something. So we do have, what is it, the 5th? We got like 25 more days left in March. So let's go.
Yeah, well, it's probably gonna be very close to the end or start of April. I don't think
I
they're
would,
gonna go,
yeah.
directly within the okay, this is Q1. We have to do it. They didn't say anything about when
Yeah,
the
they
next
didn't give
one's
us a
gonna
date.
release.
There was not even a Q1 announcement or anything. That's just us speculating at that point.
And I don't remember if they said that they're gonna be more active in 2025.
I don't think they
I'm
said that.
leaning to not because I don't remember it. But
Yeah.
even if they did, I wouldn't believe them.
Well, considering, like we said,
Because
John hasn't tweeted a peep since like the new year. Buddha Cash just probably replied to a few comments, but that's about it. Nothing new. And
yeah, there's
everybody
definitely
else,
a
there's
reason
been
why
nothing.
they're 100% silent right now.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact, dude, I know for a fact, John has drafted tweets before, and he was like,
You think he scheduled something?
"I'm not allowed."
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's scheduled it. But I think he's definitely like seen one of the Hytale tweets and was like, he was already starting to type, and he was like, backspace, backspace,
Yeah.
backspace.
Can't leak that.
Not allowed right now.
Oh, it sucks.
They
tweeted
definitely
at him
had
the
to
other
like
day.
slap John on the wrist and be like, not allowed right now.
Yeah, I mean, I
You know
tweeted
for a
at
fact he
John.
would.
I said, "Hey, John, what's the dev team been up to the last 2 months?" That got, it's not a lot, 463 views, but I can almost guarantee you someone on that dev team saw that tweet, and most likely John Hendricks saw that tweet. So, well, we'll see.
Yeah, I was considering asking John if he had a certain topic he would want to give us for the podcast, but I realized I don't think he's going to respond. He's been very, very silent.
Well, now that we're recording this podcast, and he's gonna
Oh
tweet
my God,
something
we're going to
tomorrow.
curse it.
Yeah, I'll tweet it
We're gonna
actually
curse
right
it.
now.
There's going to be a
Let's
blog
confirm.
post this week.
And you're busy on the weekend, right?
Yes. I would be able to do it Sunday. Make a video Sunday, but like all of Saturday I'm gone, all of
Yeah.
Thursday. I could do it Friday.
I'm free Friday
I
night
could
and
I
all
could
of Sunday
pop out a
actually.
video
So.
Friday. That's
Yeah,
fine,
that's
actually.
fine. You know what? But they don't tend to do those little Friday blogs anymore. They decide to do it on a Tuesday when nobody's home. So, and it's what is it, Wednesday today? So I think we passed that
Yes.
point. So we're good. We're good. So nice. All right. What's the next question?
We all want to know when the game is going to come out on 2025 in summer or 2026. Yeah, okay.
Well, Slamma thinks
I got-
2027.
So I got some bad news from you. It's not coming out summer 2025. Let's just
Unless something crazy happens, that would be insane. Not happening though.
end of this year, also unrealistic. I think they would already start talking and start creating some sort of buzz. So I think
Yep.
somewhere in 2026, whether it's early, whether it's late, up for debate.
It's
Up for debate.
we're closer to Hytale than we were a second ago, if that makes anything. Closer than 2 years ago. So hey, there we go, guys.
Put down a poster on my wall.
No, literally, every second is a second closer to Hytale, guys. Just think of it that way.
That's inspirational.
That's
inspirational.
You know what? I should make a T-shirt.
If you take away anything from this episode, take away that quote.
Yeah, we should title it that. Title this podcast.
We're doing that.
We're
Every
titling.
second is a second closer to Hytale.
Hell yeah.
That's not an optimized title at all.
It doesn't matter. It's not like this is gonna get many views.
We can call it like we are closer to Hytale than ever. Technically close. That is a technically true statement.
Well, yeah, it is a technically true statement.
That is an always true
That is not
statement,
clickbait.
too.
Yeah,
That
unless
is
the
an
game
always
gets
true
canceled.
statement. Let's clarify this here. We are closer to Hytale right now than we have ever been.
Exactly, and now we're even closer. So.
I know. Every second we keep talking, we are getting closer and closer. It's kind of exciting, isn't it?
Oh my God, we're almost there. Okay, next question.
Modding would be fun. Like, what mods would you guys want to make? How complicated would they be, etc.?
Well, I'm really bad at coding, so I'm not going to be personally making mods. I'll be playing mods, that's for damn sure. But I'm not going to be making them because I'll end up breaking something and blowing it up. Who knows?
Yeah, we've gotten a server question before, but
servers are different than mods, though. Like
modding. Well, let's assume that you get a team, right?
Yeah. Right.
Like you have a project for a video or for an event or something, and you want to make a mod. Or like,
I'd make
hey,
the One Piece
no one has made a
mod.
dinosaur mod yet. Let me get a team to make the dinosaur mod for my
Right.
video series or something. I guess in that
Formula
way,
One
we
mod.
can more easily theorize Formula One mod.
Formula One mod.
How would that work?
I have no idea how you make a car model. Make the times it by, I guess, 11 or 21 now, because there's going to be 22 cars on the grid next year, and go from there. Make a track in, if it's possible. I don't know how driving or moving mechanics will work, because in Minecraft it's really just minecarts, which
So
suck.
would this be a mod for like
A
survival,
server.
or this?
Oh,
is
definitely for a
server
server.
thing?
Definitely for a
Okay.
server.
Because I was confused. I was like, how would a Formula One mod work for survival?
Unless you make like a
happens?
story mode and then you make one specific track and then race through that. I don't know, but who knows? You know what? I'm gonna just make a Star Wars mod. There we go. Obi-Wan
Star Wars
Kenobi.
mod.
Star
That's
Wars
always
mod.
a safe one.
That's a safe one. I love Star Wars.
This is what mod would you guys want to make? Well, I want to play a Pokemon mod, obviously, but that
will be
takes a
made.
gigantic team.
That'll be made.
What
Don't
mod
worry.
would I make? That's actually a good question. What would be something real? Lucky Blocks.
I love Lucky Blocks. That's just sick mod.
Someone needs to make Lucky Blocks.
Those were all the hype back in what 1.8 Minecraft. They're so hype. I love them.
Lucky, dude. I
Blocks.
consumed so many Lucky Blocks videos back in the day.
Didn't they only give like
So
2 or
many.
3 updates to Lucky Blocks and that was it? Like I remember they were popular
Well,
and
they always
made
made
an
custom.
upgrade.
There were a bunch of
Oh, right,
add-on
custom.
mods.
Yes. A lot of them were very overpowered. I remember. OP Lucky Blocks.
Man, Lucky Blocks is good, and you
Rainbow
mixed
Lucky
that
Block.
with everything. You mixed Lucky Blocks in Skyblock. You did Sky
Oh,
Wars.
you
You
could do
did
anything with Lucky
Survival. You
Blocks.
did Pokemon. Any mod, you added Lucky Blocks to it. It was a brand new video.
Yeah, I
Man.
consumed like a million Lucky Blocks videos from popular MMOs back in the day before he's like in jail now. I think he's in jail. I don't know what happened to him. He fell off.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yikes. But before he did that, his Lucky Block challenge games, was it called? Some of my favorite videos.
I
of all
never
time.
watched that channel, so I
No.
wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those were the shit. Not gonna lie. Same with like Beijing Canadian and all those guys. The pack playing Lucky Blocks.
Yeah, I watched that a bunch.
What a
Yeah,
time
Lucky
to be
Blocks
alive.
is my answer.
Yeah.
That
No,
would be
that's
my answer
valid.
for
That is
a
valid.
mod. Totalk0 says, sorry, but there's literally nothing interesting to talk about, especially about Hytale.
That's fair, my guy. That's fair, Toe Talk.
I actually disagree with that statement. I agree with the second part about Hytale. I don't think there's that many topics about Hytale that we could talk about that would actually be interesting. But
Well, we can talk anything we want about Hytale.
saying there's literally nothing interesting to talk about. Wrong statement.
I gotta find something interesting right now.
We could talk about how we're like 96% DNA with a banana. That's pretty interesting.
Is that like
So
a fact?
checkmate. Yes. Don't
Cool.
Google that.
What
Sansera's Play says approximate amount of content in hourly equivalent. How many features will be available at launch, and will modding be available in the version? What does that first part mean? Approximate amount of content in hourly equivalent. I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna skip it.
Where even is that?
modding
Oh,
will
there it is.
modding will be available in the release version. 100%.
Yep.
You cannot launch without it. It's such an integral part of.
That's what
Hytale.
people want. People want that modding feature because they're so sick and tired of modding Minecraft or whatever else they mod. They want it in-game,
True.
in-house, and make it easy
True.
for also people to download mods as well. That's another big thing, downloading mods, because, you know, some of us aren't very intelligent and we put things in the wrong spot and it doesn't work properly, so. Or you
Yep.
download a virus, because that used to happen back in the day a lot before CurseForge existed.
And then how many features will be available at launch, and will modding be available? How many features will be
Modding
available at launch?
tools,
That is
adventure
a
mode.
difficult question because we already know Zone 4 is not even in the game.
Right.
How much of the trailer is in the game?
I can almost assure you the movie making tools will not be there at launch. Same with the movie theater as well.
So the movie theater.
I don't think that'll be in the game.
That's
at
a good
launch.
question. It's funny because I showed one of my friends the Hytale trailer for the first time.
Yeah.
a
That
few days ago.
2018 trailer.
And it's funny every single time, like you know exactly where people are like, this
That's in the game?
This is different. This is different because
Mhm.
every single time, like you start the trailer and you're like,
Looks
okay,
like
what are you
Minecraft.
really showing me right now? This
Looks
is just,
like Minecraft.
this is just Minecraft. And
Yeah.
then like 20 seconds in, it
Minecraft.
starts showing the boss.
Hell yeah.
And then like
to
30
the Yeti,
30 to
the
40
scarabs.
seconds in, once the like montage of the like multiplayer stuff, of the like top down with the guns, with the live scripting, the movie maker, the
Yeah.
watch videos together, that like montage scene,
That's how they hook
every
ya.
single time
They
a
hook ya.
live reaction to this trailer, and I've shown my so many friends like
Me too,
on
man.
the phone, like, hey, I'm doing Hytale YouTube. They immediately Google the Hytale trailer, and every single time they always like pause or like do the same facial reactions to the same part of the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Those parts need to be in the game because those are every single time someone who's never heard about Hytale, that part of the trailer always catches them. They're like, whoa,
That's fair.
this
That is a
game
valid point.
can do that.
That is a huge point, and I still don't think they're going to be in the game. Well, they're going to be in the game,
yeah.
not at
so
launch.
the watch
Sorry, let me
videos
rephrase.
together, I don't even know if that's gonna exist. Like,
I hope it
realistic.
does.
So that seems like such a gimmick feature. I would never use that ever.
That could just be a mod. Let's be real.
I don't know what the point of that is, especially if there's no like voice chat. Why why would you do this when you could be in a Discord call screen sharing?
But you can do it in
video.
Hytale. But then
But you
YouTube
can't talk to each other.
So would YouTube count that as an external view, and that would just hurt your analytics?
You can't talk to each other. I don't know how pausing works in that. I feel like that's a feature where it's like
There would be a host, most likely.
that's a cool thing for a trailer, but it's also like, what's the use case of that? And I think because we know that John Hendricks has been like, okay, we are asking what does Hytale need, not what do we want for Hytale. Hytale does not need that.
It does not. You know what it needs? It needs to release. That's what it needs, and the fastest way it gets to release is without that. But nothing is stopping from like 5 years, 2 years, 3 years down the line them adding that in as a DLC. While people are previously making 2 years worth of content on the game, then they have that on top of that. Maybe by then you'll have some Hytale movies coming out. I'm sure probably before that there'll be Hytale movies coming out as well. But during that time, people will be prime production of all these sort of things. So I'm sure it'll come out eventually. It's just when, I think, is
the next trailer that's gonna come out. They're gonna push that everywhere. It's gonna have a release date at the end. They cannot put a trailer out without a release date at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I hope the team knows that this trailer, this second or third with Riot Arcane,
right,
they need to act as if no one knows what Hytale is. They've basically
again.
The train is long gone now of people being like, oh, I remember Hytale. And maybe like when they watch it, they'll be, oh, I remember this trailer. But there's going to be so many new eyes and so many people who watched it 6 fucking years ago. They're not going to give a shit about Hytale. It's
you're right.
A brand new audience. They need to hook people as if it's the first time watching it. And so that montage scene, they need that like boom, you know? And every single time it's that montage scene that does the boom for everyone that watches it. And so Hytale, the trailer needs to be explosive. It needs to show like boom, 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 boom.
Show me what I can play tomorrow.
Really
Show me what I want to play tomorrow. Show me a release date. Give me everything that I want to see. They need to recreate that feel, like you said, that we had back in 2018. Which is hard to do.
Yeah, that trailer needs to be really explosive.
Will it get 60 million views? Probably not. But even if it gets a quarter of that, that is a fantastic performing trailer. And I mean, we're going to be retweeting the crap out of it, so who knows? Maybe it'll be performing pretty well.
And honestly, I don't know what the kind of like screening things they're going to do for the trailer or whatever.
I'll be there no matter what.
And not like screening as if like a movie premiere, but like, testing. Okay, is this the right trailer to show? I don't know what kind of testing things they have. If they have A/B groups, they bring in like a test group and be like, hey, react to this. But like, if there's a new dev watching, if you show whatever the new trailer is, whenever that comes out, blah, blah, blah. If you have like an IRL friends or, just like casual gamers that like might have played Minecraft previously, that might still play Minecraft, that maybe haven't heard of Hytale, a little more difficult if you're a Hytale dev because people around you probably know about Hytale, but like
I would hope so.
getting that like raw like the average gamer reaction and like just like showing them the trailer and seeing their facial reactions, because every single time I have shown the Hytale trailer. There's very key, distinct facial reactions that happen every single time. You nailed it with the first one. So it has 60 million. You need to make sure that those kind of emotions and that kind of like awe comes out with the second one, and you just need to show it to casual gamers, let's say.
Yeah, and I mean,
And just see like, hey, does this work? And then like
yeah.
maybe re-edit parts of the trailer to really make sure it booms. We're kind of dragging on this topic, but I think
Funny
it's very
thing
important.
is though, back when they released the original trailer, you know how now you can get like trailers as YouTube ads. Before, I don't even think those were a thing. Probably back in 2018. So imagine the marketing.
They were.
Were they?
Yeah, they were.
Were they back in?
Have you ever had a movie trailer as an ad? And that was
back
like
in 2018. I can't remember if that was 2018.
That
but
was since like
Hytale,
2012, bro.
oh boy. Well,
that wasn't. You've never had a movie trailer as an ad?
Recently.
That's crazy. And bro was smoking some crack.
Or I skip them. I don't even watch. But now Hytale can easily do that and get even more eyes on the game. I mean, it doesn't even have to be just regular gamers as well. It can just be to anybody they'll show this trailer to. If they
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to have the Riot Publishing marketing.
Exactly. Money. Like, that is a lot of damn money. That is a lot of damn good money. So, get ready. It'll be exciting.
Onseek says, the silence killed me. Now I'm in heaven. Well, thank God you're in heaven.
Rest in peace, bro.
Not elsewhere. I hope I won't be seeing you. Not because I'm going to hell, but because I'm going to stay alive. That's...
Oh, don't knock on wood, my guy. Knock on wood. There you go.
Chaos Creeper 407. It's always been quiet.
Too quiet?
Ralph. And your... That's a lot of numbers in your username. Give me hope, man. Please, anything.
Calm before the storm, hope.
Ooh, I like that. Calm before the storm.
That's, you know what? Yeah, exactly.
McAlvo, I want to hear you saying Hytale has a date to release. Well,
oh no.
Hytale has a date to release. Do we know that date now?
You know what? That's a great point right there. I'm sure they have something.
An internal date. They have an internal plan.
I'm sure it's, even if Noxie hasn't told the team yet, I'm sure it's in his head somewhere. They've thought about it.
Definitely know. The team
I hope to God they know.
Has a planned date. Not even like a release date, but like, hey, let's like, we really should aim for that.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would certainly hope so. As long as it doesn't start with like a 203. You know, that would be terrible.
It's confirmed not to.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to.
Oh, they did mention that, right? You're right.
Probably a fucking wizard. Says, talk about wizards again, maybe. I don't know. Wizards are pretty sick.
You know, wizards are pretty sick. I won't lie. That's about it. All right, next question. So is there like Harry Potter and Hytale? Are we gonna get a little storyline there? That's a mod right there. If you want to do a
Harry Potter mod is a possible thing. Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna happen regardless.
Magic is on my bingo board. Let's hope you hit Magic so you can learn how to be a wizard in Hytale.
You're a wizard, whatever that guy's name was.
Keese says, or Kice, Quice. I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe about my cat or some shit. The silence is real. I'm gonna.
I'll pull it up right now.
Myself.
I can see it.
Yeah, there's the cat.
We're gonna show a cat on screen.
Everyone, please look at the cat. Please look at. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm just gonna say Kais. Please look at Kais's cat. Oh, it has 7 likes. Now it has 8 because of me.
Yep, I'm gonna retweet the cat because we're live on the podcast. There you go, Kais.
Okik LMJ asks, I hope they fucking fully release of Hytale games instead of beta.
What does that mean?
I hope they fucking fully release of Hytale games instead of beta. Is this like
esports before the game?
Do you not want the beta?
Or you mean just release the full game before the beta? Is that what he means?
I mean the discussion of like I want the release and not the beta. I've heard that before, but like
let's just give me some playable.
Is the beta going to be that difference between?
No, at this point, no.
Probably not. The beta is probably going to be the game.
Unless the beta is like
less, but like I don't really care. I have the game at that point.
Like unless the beta is 2 years long and they changed the whole game again. Who knows? But I hope not.
And then Just Camland says, "Is it fucking coming out? It's been like 7 years.
Actually, it's been like 10.
6. So
well, the development started in 2015, so we're like 10 years in right now.
It's been 6 years since the trailer, Mister. So you are unfortunately wrong.
Yeah, you get it right. Just Camlin. I don't know if is that an L or an I? That's an L. Camlin. Anywho, I think that's all the questions for today.
Yeah, and I also think we have done all of the Discord questions, so we are completely
Wow.
caught
Hytale,
up
please, we
on
need news.
all
We need news.
Hytale news. So,
Let's do a quick Reddit check while we're here, just in case. I doubt anything is new on the Reddit.
I have not checked the Reddit in months, bro.
It's just pictures from that one guy who draws Hytale every single day, and he's on. What day is he on now? He is on day 400.
Missed a day.
He's on day 477. Shout out to Joe Squarebox.
Has he missed a day?
I don't think so.
Someone without a ooh. Oh, that's a different guy.
The Reddit is just him drawing every single day. I love it. And then the occasional meme.
Fuck it.
Yeah, what a champion right there. Someone made a sword actually. Prize Coast 2856 created an IRL Hytale sword. That is pretty sick. I'm gonna pull that up just because it looks awesome. Look at that. Guy made a Hytale sword. Hope he's okay with me putting the pictures in the video. Put it on the wall there. That is so sick. It lights up. That is awesome. Does it light up, or is that just part of the effect? No, it definitely lights up. That's so sick.
Chris, I don't know what else to talk about. We don't have any Hytale news.
There's nothing. Oh, there's a video.
I also will not promise a schedule for the Hytale podcast because first off, we are super busy.
Oh, and our work is like opposite. It's crazy.
And second off, what do we talk about?
If there's news, we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back with news. We could realistically post every week or something and just talk a bunch of bullshit.
We could.
But we would be wasting everyone's time. We would be wasting our time, and we would be wasting your time. And I mean, you guys already watched 30 to 60 minutes of Hytale content throughout a drought. And so whenever you do that, I feel like we should at least provide some content and some actual entertainment instead of talking a bunch of nonsense. So
yes.
With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys whenever there's Hytale news. Peace out.